This is a live look at Carter Finley Stadium in Raleigh, North Carolina. It's the Virginia Cavaliers and the NC State Wolfpack. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline where she is keeping a close eye on some injury news that's unfolding.
NC State's head coach told me before the game they have a lot of confidence in their backup this week. He was able to come in for their injured starter last week and have a very productive game. They like how he read the defense, how he got guys in and out of plays, so they are expecting to be able to really count on him here today in this big game. I'll keep you posted on how comfortable he looks starting.
NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Cavaliers offense that has the first possession of the game. And they've got the veteran, this senior quarterback, to guide the ship. More than 300 yards passing and a couple of touchdowns last time out. Quick give. It's Allen. Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Rid of it on the RPO. Rams him with the stiff arm. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Got him downfield. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Looking down the middle. Snags it. And he wanted the score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Cavaliers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, and they get paid.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the NC State Wolfpack comes out, and they'll have the ball for the first time. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week. And we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Punt is on its way. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Virginia ready to get things going as the offense takes the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Straight ahead, it's Allen. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. The Cavaliers want to move quickly.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Got it. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off there?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire, and those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens, but you've got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Got to make the play on fourth. He's got it down the middle. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. On the move, it's Allen.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Ball's at the 26. It's third and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. He'll get rid of it. Finds a man in the middle. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Pulls it on the option. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Looking to the end zone on third and goal. Touchdown, Virginia! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it out. It's Burgess. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. The fake wants to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. Now on first down from the 30. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Firing to the right, complete. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. They're all over him. It's caught. Gets away from one, finds room. Breaks free, and he might be gone. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, NC State. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead. They still have plenty of work to do.
And they do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting the second half when you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
PAT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of one. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Fires to the middle. Between the hashes, it's Buck. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Now the Wolfpack will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have two left to work with here in the first half. Wants to keep it in the air. Working that wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Wants to go up top on second down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He's stopped. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a third and long. They want to throw it. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down. And the Cavaliers will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Now looking for that first down on third and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes the catch at the 30. Makes a move. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Snap on first down, wants to throw. And to get rid of it quickly. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack. Second and long here. From the gun, it's Allen. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They run the reverse. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Allen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Defense.
Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a first down. Driving forward, it's Allen. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. And he gets it away. They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback, and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Trying to get the corner. Quarterback keep. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. On the RPO, got him. Turning it on. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. The Cavaliers want to pick up the tempo. Keeps it. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, looking for a man. Makes a catch. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Extending the play. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. And the Cavaliers getting set on 1st and 10. Run in the red zone, it's Allen. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cavaliers!
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not...
It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Man, that's a big mistake. And listen, I'm still going to force feed my playmakers. If I'm that quarterback, I'm that OC, I'm walking over to that guy and be like, listen, it's okay. It's a little bit of a mistake. We're still going to find ways to get you the rock. You're too important to this team not to give you the football.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They'll try the counter. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. Setting up the screen. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Play action on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Caught in the backfield, it's Mahoney. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Timeout is called by Virginia. That's their 2nd. They'll have 1 left. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Under pressure. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Going to field this one in tight quarters. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. It's dropped after taking the hit. Long way to go on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Middleton. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Offense in an empty set. Fresh set of downs going up top. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. Down he goes. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Looking to throw again. They'll run the screen. A 5-yard pickup there leaves them with third down and 5. They'll snap it from the 48 on third and short. Still looking. Hard running there.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, but he just decided to take off.
The Cavaliers will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Sells to run, looking to pass. He'll pull it down. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. NC State going up tempo.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. Lost to throw on first. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Wolfpack uses its final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Rush right in his face. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth, man. 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. No tricks here. Looks as if they'll just run it out and take that lead into halftime. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half. But before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the Louisiana Ragin' Cajuns. And it's Texas A&M with a double-digit lead. You can't count out the opposition, but I'd say the defense looks awfully stout so far. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is. Now back to your game inside Carter Finley Stadium. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas in Carter Finley Stadium.
And the Cavaliers will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
RPO complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Trying to make one miss. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Trying to get rid of it. Gets rid of it. 2nd and long here. They'll move the tight end. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Maybe an ill-advised throw there into the middle of the field, and it's knocked down and incomplete. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to fire deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Hunt is on its way. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Right side, it's Butler. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. Looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Drops back on 1st down. The throw. Caught. Open space at the 25. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on 1st down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Look out! He's on the move. Got enough space. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Going to the run, it's Butler. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Went right back to him, and again he is denied. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. Touchdown, North Carolina State! And they add 6 more to more with that trip to the house. Oh, the offense shows some life here. It cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, and this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So it's an 80-yard drive, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. Out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick completion to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They send the tight end in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Allen. Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain. The Cavaliers have it with a 1st and 10. Tells the run, wants to pass. Out wide left, it's Middleton. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
3rd and short now from their own 48. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Finds his man on the RPO. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25. And the Cavaliers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're showing confidence in their running game in the red zone. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. He's got it on the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Cavaliers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. Grabs it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Wants to throw on 3rd. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And I think if you're the head coach here, you've kind of got mixed reviews on your passing attack so far because, yes, you've thrown for a bunch of yards and you've thrown a couple touchdowns, but you've also given up 4 sacks now. Pass protection has not been great, even though they've got the lead in this game.
And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the return, it's Burgess. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. The run inside. It's Butler. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Selling the fake. Buying time to his right. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up 1 on the play. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Rushes on. A strike downfield. Electrifying play, and man, are they set up now at the 32-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. Tight end now in motion. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Yeah, and way to be creative. Way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly. Get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that 1st down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. He'll set up to throw. Trying to bowl his way in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. They're going to run it. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown! Wolfpack! And after being in a huge hole, they're all the way back, just 1 possession away.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. They'll run him again. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Looking for space. It's Allen. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Keeping his eyes downfield. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. single back formation, and they give it to him.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Makes the grab. Quick step and go. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Cavaliers come to the line in the hurry-up. From the red zone, it's Allen. Nice move there. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on 1st and goal, but they can also drain the clock. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a... And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football all over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him, and even better, getting him on the ground.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! Huge 3 points to make it a 2-possession game.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. NC State heads out gearing up to go on the attack. Giving up that last field goal really ratchets up the sense of urgency for the offense on this drive. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Off-play action. Caught, it's Mahoney. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Bought a little time, lets it go. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down. Hold on a minute, the offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Hits inside, it's Butler. Makes one man miss. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Second down to the air. Makes the grab. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Drives inside. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive. Makes the grab past the marker. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. Off-play action on 1st down. Here comes the Heat. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for 2nd down. Sells to fake. Makes the catch. It's Mahoney. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. NC State quick to the line.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Finds his man. Finds a crease at the 20. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Unloads to the right. It's complete. Touchdown, Wolfpack. They fought their way all the way back, and it's a one-possession game. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown, bringing it back. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Cavaliers offense all set and ready to get this drive underway. That last touchdown drive tightened this one up, and we'll see what these guys can do coming down the stretch. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Sells to run, looking to pass. Can't hold on in the face of the contact. They'll need a bunch on second down. Running inside. It's Allen. Pulled to the ground. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Left side is Allen. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. The Cavaliers are moving quickly down the field. The option, the keeper. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. And the Cavaliers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They want to run this quarterback. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Looking for a crease. It's Allen. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. The Cavaliers will send out the punt unit. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Got his man.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
What a great job by the quarterback working through his progressions here. In a 2-minute situation, he doesn't force it down the field if it's not open. Check it down to your back, let him go to work, and he comes up with a huge play.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Unloads to the wideout, and he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. On third down, he drops to throw. Finds his big tight end. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Clock is stopped long enough to move the chains, but they've got to get lined up and spike it, David.
Yes, spike it really quickly. Then you get organized when the clock's not running. Get these next few plays that are going to be critical to determining the outcome of the game.
Second down, going to throw it. It's complete on the right side. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. and he's going to have to throw for it. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Last chance coming up. Oh, pressure's coming. Out wide left, it's Mahoney. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with the W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, but now defense will have to find a way in the future to make better plays, get stops, and stop them from scoring so many points, especially when your offense does their job.
And we see a lot of games like this in college football when both offenses are just trading blows back and forth, and it just comes down to which defense can get a stop. And unfortunately for the losing team, they just were not able to get it done.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Palmer, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.